All right, folks. The Toronto Raptors signed Mo Bamba for the rest of the season. However, only guaranteed if he does not get waived before January 10th. What is going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Mike Roach podcast. And what do we have here? What do we have here? The Raptors come up with a few decent victories over the Orlando Magic and the Golden State Warriors. And I for one am pretty damn happy about that. And so, you know what I got to do here, folks, because I wanted to do this earlier. And I didn't expect Mo Bamba to be available against the Orlando Magic, but I guess better late than never. I'm going to talk about him just a little bit, what he may or may not bring to the table. So this won't be a long one. I'm just going to get straight to the point here, speaking about the newest acquisition or signing for the Toronto Raptors, and we'll let the chips fall where they may. So, why did you need a guy like Mo Bamba? Clearly, we understand that Jakob Pertl has been sidelined with a back injury. And at this point, he's going to be reevaluated in a week. And when you hear things like that, you honestly don't know what the hell that means. That can mean anything. He gets reevaluated in a week, and then a week comes, and then they said he needs to be reevaluated in a week again after that. So we don't know what's going on with Jakob Pertl, except we know for sure that his back is messed up. And at this point, we don't know when he's going to be back in the lineup. And listen, it was clear. It was clear. I mean, we know how Jakob Pertl plays, and it's quite evident that when he's on the court, the guy can't move. I mean, it's really that clear. The man cannot move. And so you cannot rush him back into the lineup. You got to let him take the time. Back injuries are, you got to be very careful. You got to be very careful when it comes to back injuries. You got to let that man rest and heal up and make sure he's, ready to go, because you don't want him to go out there and re-aggravate that back. Then it's going to be taken even longer. So listen, the Raptors have a glaring hole. You have no bigs. You have no centers. And you needed somebody like you literally, you had no one. We have Scotty Barnes playing center. Yes, Scotty Barnes playing the center. And with that comes problems, because when you have Scotty Barnes, your key player on both ends of the floor, by the way, getting banged up with all that physicality going up against opposing bigs, that can cause issues. It causes fatigue. And when he has to do so much on both ends of the floor, that ain't what we're looking for here, folks. That is not what we're looking for. And so we need defense, we need rebounding, we need shot blocking, and we need those damn 6 fouls, by the way, as well. But what we want to see is we want to be able to put guys back in their natural positions, because that's where they're most effective. And so signing a guy like Mo Bamba, I don't know how many minutes this guy is going to play anytime soon. I'm assuming that they're going to have to try to acclimate him as fast as possible. If you can insert him into that lineup, you're going to need it. You're going to need him. And listen, we're going to go over some things right now, just when it comes to defensive, when it comes to offensively, what he can be able to do, mental makeup. And I'm not going to get into it too much, like I mentioned, because it's not like we're expecting this guy to go out here and play 35 minutes a game. That's not the case. And so I'm not going to waste your time just going crazy with a bunch of stats and talking about Mo Bamba, but I will bring a few things to the table. So he's coming from Salt Lake City in the G League. He's averaging 16 and a half points there, 12 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 3 blocks in 28 minutes, shooting 53% from the field, 37% from 3-point range, 10 double doubles. And I mean, he's been around the NBA, and I'll show you. Let me just share my screen so you guys can see it for yourself. It's not like Mo Bamba is just coming into the NBA now, and people don't know who this guy is. People know exactly who Mo Bamba is. The potential is what we're all wondering about. As you can see, he's played for Orlando 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons, just over 4 seasons because he didn't play full seasons for some of them. But the Lakers, Philly, the Clippers, the Pelicans, now with the Toronto Raptors. So he's been around. Okay. I believe he's 27 years old. Um, but Mo Bamba is somebody who has some experience. And when you look at some of his numbers here, I mean, what was he averaging? Let's just stick with the basics here: 6 points, 5 rebounds, 5 points, 4 rebounds, call it five, 4.9, 8 points, 5.8 rebounds, 10 points, 8 rebounds. Overall, let's go by his average over his career so far. You're looking at 6 points and 5.4 rebounds. So the question I have that I'm going to ask you, and you guys can let me know in the comments, what are your expectations here? What are your expectations here for a guy like Mo Bamba? How much do you think he's going to play? What do you think it's going to be like playing with the guys around him, having a coach like Darko Rajakovic? I don't know. I don't know. And listen, we don't even know if he's going to be here past January 10th. Now, he's not a skinny twig anymore like he used to be. This man is filled out. He's filled out, 7 feet tall, physical specimen, big guy, somewhat mobile. But what we want to see him do here, clog up the paint, block shots, making him a rim intimidator, altering shots, the help side defense, making guys think twice. That's really what this is about when it comes to Mo Bamba. I'm going to go over some things with defense first before I get to the offensive end. You want to see him catch that ball in the dunker spot and be able to finish consistently. Guy breaks down the defense, whether it be Emmanuel Quickly, whether it's Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, whatever. Break that defense down, get into the heart of it, attract the help, kick it off to a guy like Mo Bamba in the dunker spot, catch it, flush it, lay it in, do whatever the hell you want to do, get offensive rebounds, put it back in, get yourself to the free throw line, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. We're looking for easy baskets. You don't want everything to always have to be difficult. So if you have a guy who has the ability, a Jamal Shed, quickly to break down the defense and drop it off, it's the same thing they do with Jakob Poeltl. It's not like Jakob Poeltl is coming out here with some substantial offensive repertoire. You got to spoon feed him to a certain degree. It's going to be the same thing with Bamba, except Jakob Poeltl is a much better basketball player, to be completely honest with you, but it's going to somewhat be not similar, but to a certain degree, you're going to have to hope that good things happen when you're dishing the ball to Mo Bamba. And that's not to be disrespectful. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth here. Pick and roll with Quickly, hard screens. Now, the pick and roll with Quickly is going to be difficult with Mo Bamba. You don't have any chemistry so far. You don't know how he's going to be setting the screen. You don't know how he likes to roll. You're going to have to figure all these things out. A lot of it's going to have to happen in practice. I get it. But it's going to be tough because Poeltl, although he's injured, when he is healthy and the way that we've seen him play, he has good basketball IQ. And so he understands the small, intricate things when it comes to setting the hard screens and rolling, make sure he shows a target, all that different kind of stuff. I don't know if you have that in Mo Bamba. I haven't watched him enough. Like I've seen him play, but I haven't really studied his game. And he's in the G League for a reason. Let's be honest here. I mean, like I mentioned, physical specimen. If he was doing really great things on a consistent basis at 7 feet tall with the body that he has, he would be on an NBA roster. But listen, I did watch him play in the G League and he showed out. He definitely showed out. Now, there are a few things that we have to discuss with him. I want to see him be a lob threat, go up aggressively. I did mention to you that he shoots 37% from 3-point range, so he can stretch the floor a little bit. Um, Now, in regards to any, post moves, I don't know. I have not seen Mo Bamba with any consistent post moves. You can't ask him to just get the ball, go on. Then again, you can't really do it with Jakob Pertl either. So if you're looking for him to be able to catch the ball on the block, spin move, small jump hook, two dribbles, shimmy, I don't know if you're going to be able to see any of that. Don't bank on it. I'll tell you that much. But like I mentioned, drop it off to him, lob threat. If he can get some offensive rebounds, go back up. Free throw shooting. Hope he makes free throws. Put it that way. Can we look at some of his numbers from the free throw line? Let's see what that is. Am I not still sharing my screen with you? Let me share it with you again. Let's look at some of these numbers in regards to free throw shooting here. What is up with StreamYard? Why does it do this stuff and make my screen look like this? Looks really weird. Free throw percentage. Let's go year by year. 58%, 67%, 68, 78. I guess you could say he's 68% in his career. So, not great, but I've seen worse at the same time. Now I do want to get to some things in regards to defensively, right? Like, can you guard one-on-one? Can you be accountable for holding your man in front of you? We're not going to get complicated here. We just need to see somewhat of the basics. Because listen, you it's not like you're playing with a bunch of bums next to you. You got Scotty, you got Ingram, you got RJ, you got pieces around you that are going to be able to help you defensively. Can you guard one-on-one? Do you understand help defense? Are you going to run the floor hard? These are things that you're going to have to do. And if he's not going to do them, like I mentioned, it's going to be a quick exit out of Toronto because Bobby Webster will not sign that man past January 10th if he's not going to be do these things. Can you be disciplined? Can you be disciplined? That's going to be the main thing for me. That's going to be the main thing for me. Can you be disciplined? Can you not jump on every pump fake all the time? That will annoy the hell out of me if he's not going to be disciplined enough to do that. Bunch of cheap fouls. That's what we don't need. We need you to play good, solid defense without cheating and jumping on every pump fake. You have to have discipline. Can you communicate with teammates while you are the defensive anchor? Can you communicate with teammates while being the defensive anchor? You got to communicate. You got to communicate. You're the last line of defense. We got to see what you're working with here when it comes to your mouth. Pause. All of these things are going to matter. And listen, we got the Denver Nuggets coming up Wednesday night, and there's not going to be any Jokic. Unfortunately, I really wanted to see Nikola Jokic in this game, and it's just a damn shame. I hope he gets better soon. He's going to be out for at least a month with a knee injury, hyperextension. But I was really, really hoping to see Jokic in Toronto. Unfortunately, we're not going to see that due to injury, but hopefully he gets better soon. And that's where I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to bore you anymore with listening to stuff about Mo Bamba because at this point, all we want to see is him get on the floor, see how he plays and how he contributes. That's what we want to see. And I'm hoping for good things. I know it takes bigs longer to kind of get their groove in the NBA. That's typically how this thing goes. But What if we can be that team that can turn this guy's career around? Wouldn't that be nice? It would be nice. I don't know if that's going to be the case. It's probably a fat chance, but you never know at the end of the day. We're hoping for good things. We're hoping this man can come in there, make an impact, play some damn defense, be a defensive anchor, communicate, lobs at the rim, passes off into dunker spot, finishing, make free throws. We want to see all these things. We want to see all these things happen. And I hope that we see them. If you have anything that you want to talk about in regards to Mo Bamba that you think I missed or that I just did flat out miss, or anything that you just want to add in general, get in there. Get in the comments. Let me know. I will get back to you as soon as possible. At Mike Roach 7 on IG, at Mike Roach 23 on X. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and share the Mike Roach Show. Quick hitter episode discussing one Mo Bamba. Until next game, I'll see you post after the Denver and Toronto game. This is the Mike Roach Show. I'm out. Peace.